Hey, fellow YouTubers. So right here, I have two things working for wind shielding for me. So the big fat blanket on the handlebars and the soft lowers. But you know, there's something else I think called wind resistance, which I really used on my first traveling bike, which was my 900 Ninja. Whereas you fill up those wind pockets on the tank and on the back fender. So on the tank, I had a huge tank bag that had 3 different zip-off sections that if you put on all 3, things like 15 inches, 16 inches tall. So it filled up your whole area in between the tank, your chest, and your crotch. And basically, there was no wind pocket right there. And then on the back fender, I'd put up, you know, the tarp, the tent, you know, whatever else, sleeping bag, that would then make you more like a big egg shape instead of just this big windshield, and then this big wind pocket, and then this big tall idiot sitting upright, and then this big wind pocket all the way down to the back fender. So instead, you're filling up those 2 wind pockets and causing less wind resistance. It's analogous to the racing helmets on bicycles. So they have that big cone, like that old movie from the 80s, Conehead, with Dan Aykroyd. So they got that cone, they'll go instead of off the top of the head, off the back of the head. And it actually makes less wind resistance than if you just have a normal round helmet. So more material actually causes less wind resistance if it's in the shape of where the wind is trying to fill. So especially that tank area, you know. So the first time I took this bike on a road trip was after I'd only owned it 5 months. I took it up to Kern River and Kernville and all these cool little towns and twisty roads up there in the lower half of the Sequoia Mountains. And I had this shielding working for me that you see right now in front of you, but I also had that huge tank bag on there with 3 sections filled up, and I had that stuff on the back fender. So I really had that wind shielding and that wind resistance working for me. Guys, leave me a comment if you can. Hit like, dislike. Look at that sunset, just gorgeous. Adios. Thanks for watching.